So ladies and gentlemen, how are you today? I am fresh, I am fighting, I am fit. I want to go and kick some ass and maybe look at some titties later on. But yes, got a bit of a brand new setup here, which is fantastic. This was the old desktop. Yeah, not the table, the desktop I used to make my videos on. And sadly, I took her out yesterday and threw her into a big skip across my road because I wasn't going to walk a mile and a half with this top in my hand, bruising everything possible in my path when I could just simply walk across my road. So adieu to her, and welcome to my brand new big desk space, which you can't see at the moment. I will make a video about it in due course and you can see what I'm talking about. But this will be one of two juicy videos today. Of course, you know there's a particular subject called Ubisoft I'll be talking about much later on. But today, unfortunately, folks, we have to talk about the monstrosity that is...
Her voice may be almost as important to gamers as Lara's double pistols, curves and skimpy shorts.
Kung Fu Hot Dog
is a Kung Fu renegade cop. Now he must defeat the most evil Kung Fu master in the world.
For a modern gaming audience.
For a new world of unspeakable adventures.
I said, Mummy, I like the way the lady runs.
Get ready for a new world of unspeakable adventures, never before shown in a motion picture. Get ready for
Kung Fu Hot Dog.
No retreat, no surrender.
So here we are. Phoebe Waller-Bridge is going to destroy our dreams, and unfortunately we're getting a Tomb Raider TV series. Sorry, that should be series from Amazon Prime. It's bad enough that Jeff Bezos, in his infinite bold wisdom, is giving us a second season of Lord of the Rings of Power, where Amazon officially greenlights Tomb Raider TV series penned by Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny writer herself, the award-winning Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Now, any woman with that hyphenated name, and you think, oh, they come from posh circles, they're going to be really, really hot. And then, of course, you glance one look at her and you think, oh, no, do you know what? Just stay back in that corner, love, and talk to some other guests who are mildly interested in your stories. So, as if recent attempts by current developer Crystal Dynamics to both censor the Tomb Raider 1-3 remastered editions and distance the franchise by calling it a colonialist hit piece, which is so stupid, hadn't already left fans utterly exhausted. Now the franchise is heading to Amazon. I can hardly wait. Of course, Amazon MGM Studios chief, Jennifer Solke, she's the woman behind the fact we could have had a live-action Conan the Barbarian series, but because of mishaps against the person who wanted to bring it to Amazon, they got ousted out because of allegations, in inverted commas. Yep, she didn't want that. She wants something else in its place, something with tits and legs. Now, I'm not opposed to that, but of course now, when you hear the rumors abound that Phoebe Waller-Bridge has been in the writer's room, actually describing breast physics. I mean, that's a phrase that when it comes to mind, I'm like, oh, I'm all ears, I'm all bums, I'm all boobs. I think we're not going to get an actress who's well endowed. It's going to be the complete opposite of that. I guarantee you it will be.
You didn't touch any of the good proportions, did you?
No, we tried not to.
Okay, leave those the same. Those were fine. You don't have to touch any of those polys.
But I mean, she did have rather oddly large.
Yeah, the original Lara was a little squarish.
Yeah. So we put in more muscle, more bone structure, skin that looks sort of more realistic, and just the detail really that makes someone stop looking like just a sketch.
If I gave you an extra 7,000 polys to put anywhere on Lara, where are they going? Where are they going? Come on now. All right. See, immediately wanted to.
No, I think they'd go pretty much all over. I mean, more hair physics, like teeth, and just muscle
Very safe answer,
details.
Toby. Very safe answer, and I appreciate that. You're a gentleman. I like that about you.
So taken to the stage to reveal the news, Sulky, I'm going to call her Sulk, as in Sulk, not Sulky, revealed further detailed information that not only was the series previously rumoured, it's set to be penned and executively produced by Her Royal Highness herself, Miss Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Wow, I can hardly wait. So likewise, Waller-Bridge excitedly asserted, there's a word again, if I could tell my teenage self this was happening, I think I'd explode. Tomb Raider has been a huge part of my life. I doubt that. And I feel incredibly privileged to be bringing it to the television with such passionate collaborators. You mean feminists. Lara Croft means a lot to me, as she does to many. Is that to many other women or to many other men, Miss Waller-Bridge? Get it right. And I can't wait to get into this adventure, bats and all. Wow. Look, bats are not the only thing that Lara Croft has had to contend with. But yeah, I've seen so many weird things going on already. Look, this was from... Yeah, this is why is Lara Croft all covered up here? This is the Lara Croft I like. You know, oof, wow, holy shit, man. In fact, like the live action versions, Angelina Jolie, the OG, she is great.
Hello, boys. You're all wet.
Half the world's raiders are already here, and you make us wait.
But you know I can't resist a bit of fun.
Rona Mitra, people forget that she was the person, and a lot of many young lads back in the day would remember her promotional pictures when she's going on live sets, just brandishing the guns. And even though Rona Mitra is like Anglo-Indian and her father's a famous doctor in Harley Street, you know, I still would have thought she would have been perfect to play the role. She has done action in her career, Doomsday, To Say One, and also Strike Back on, not Spike TV, it's the other people that made Banshee, but she's been part of that series, and she was great in that too.
Rob, do you like the idea of bringing Lara Croft to the small screen?
I do, and before anybody, flays me alive for saying this, Phoebe Waller-Bridge is a great writer, and I thought Fleabag was an unbelievable show.
Robert, did you not watch No Time to Die? What utter dog shit that film was, because Phoebe Waller-Bridge wanted to make James Bond a pussy, and she succeeded.
And I think that she'll bring an edge to it. I just hope, like everything else, the core values of Lara Croft. She's a female Indiana Jones, the adventuring, the excitement, the action,
the big titties,
the kick-ass character,
the long legs.
I mean, I was a fan of the two movies. I thought they were pretty good.
Funny how he mentions the two movies. He forgets Alicia Vikander. Now, to be fair to Miss Vikander, she was good, but she wasn't my ideal Lara Croft. Angelina Jolie, man, she is the GOAT, especially the first film. Simon West directed that, and you even get a bit of a boob shot, like for a half a second. I'm like, woo, go Angie.
Yes, a lady should be modest.
And if they can bring some of that fun, and even the last film with Alicia Vikander, that was pretty good too. I mean, I'd love to see that kind of thing done well. Because I was disappointed by Uncharted. And if they can...
Uncharted was dog shit. It was just basically Tom Holland playing Peter Parker again, but this time he's without the Spider-Man costume. It was a terrible movie. The Nathan Fillion fan film was way, way better, and that's what they should have stuck with. Turn that into a feature-length movie, but no, it's just relegated to fan film status because that's what Hollywood is all about.
If they can bring that sort of thing back, I would enjoy it.
Here's the thing. Phoebe Waller-Bridge
yes,
is not a good writer.
Oh?
She's a world-class writer.
Wow, John, you almost had me, man.
She has 7 Emmy nominations.
Yeah.
As both a producer and a writer. She was nominated for Best Writing for Killing Eve. And if any of you want to say Killing Eve wasn't a wonderfully written show, I don't know what to tell you.
And
she was
the first season was so good.
Yeah, and she was a producer on the series as well, stuff like that.
Hey, listen, I've not watched Killing Eve. I know it's on BBC iPlayer. Let me know in the comments below if it's worth watching. Will it actually preach about the patriarchy to me, or is it just a good old-fashioned thriller? I heard there's some bits and tops and turns with Sandra Oh and the lead character played by that other actress, the lead title. I can't forget. I don't remember what her name is now, but yeah, she's got Jodie Comer. That's it. Yeah, from Liverpool. So I heard that there's a bit of tension between her and Sandra Oh's character in the show, like it's almost borderline lesbian-ish, but I might be wrong.
And she does Fleabag. She wins the Emmy for Best Writing. She
Yes.
wins an Emmy for Best Actress. Wins an Emmy for Best Comedy Show.
Okay.
She's won 3 Emmys.
And a partridge in a pear tree. Okay, thanks, Johnny.
Accolades as a writer. Now, I know a lot of people, including me, when I first saw the headline, I thought, I like Phoebe Waller-Bridge. I don't see her as Lara Croft. She's not going to be Lara Croft. She's writing the series.
So why on earth, John, did you think that she would be casting herself in the lead role? Nobody ever thought that. I mean, I've actually got bets, by the way, who I think will be the lead role. It won't be a white actress. It will be Ella Balinska. Okay, this is a woman who was in the Resident Evil show on Netflix. She was also in the Charlie's Angels film, which nobody went to watch because it was directed by Elizabeth Banks. So cast her in it. I'll have no problem because at least Miss Balinska is attractive, but it might go against what fans ideally want cast. I mean, really, if you're going to get somebody cast in the role, make her English, pretty, naturally English, not the excuse that we have for English cast people these days. Like Lily James, I think would be perfect. Get her. Daisy Ridley, she's missed the boat with that one because they decided to go with Alicia Vikander instead. Apparently she was more bank-worthy in terms of box office receipts, and it made the same amount of money, I think, as the first Tomb Raider movie with Angelina Jolie.
Yes.
Now, the question I have, though...
Yes?
Is it a good idea to make this into a TV series?
Well, that's a different story.
Yeah, because as a video game franchise, there's no doubt it's been hugely successful.
Well, I can answer that. It depends how good the TV show is received. It depends what the special effects are going to be like. So I don't really have any faith at this stage. We've got to wait and see who they cast, where they're going to go with the storyline. And look, I don't trust this at all. I don't trust Amazon. I don't trust Miss Waller-Bridge with a 10-foot barge pole, to be honest, because you know what it's going to be. It's all going to be about, we hate, all the male protagonists are going to be, or antagonists, they're going to be white, they're going to be evil, they're going to be corrupt, but, Miss, and this is where I think they'll actually race swap the character of Lara Croft, who's intrinsically aristocratic and English. They're going to go with a complete race spade swap. It's going to be hilarious. Let them do it because Hollywood likes to destroy itself. Phoebe Waller-Bridge will come out with the excuse of, well, we're going in this direction with the character. We feel like a modern audience would be more relatable to it. Nobody wants that. Just give us a kick-ass heroine who's sexy, who's going to have some cleavage on show. But I have a funny feeling, folks, that is just not going to happen at all. It just won't. And it's such a shame because at this moment in time, I just have no faith in what Hollywood does these days. And you take a video game icon like Lara Croft and you're going to put it in an Amazon show. And look, I might give it the benefit of the doubt, but when you see the warning signs already, Phoebe Waller-Bridge has not only destroyed Indiana Jones and James Bond 007 himself. And, well, listen, this is going to be a female character now. So is she going to destroy her? Is she going to put some Fleabag isms into that character? Who knows? Because in the last couple of games from Crystal Dynamics, where Miss Lara Croft is an unhinged individual anyway, especially the third outing, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, she completely lost her mind, and it was Jonah, her faithful assistant, who kind of kept her in check. So I wonder if she'll be taking inspiration from that or going in a new direction. Who knows? What do you think? Are you excited by this news? I'm not. I'm just going to sit back and have a good old goosey gander when the ball drops that this is going to be an absolute disaster. And by the way, the second Lara Croft movie with Angelina Jolie.
Croft. No guns,
No weapons of any kind.
Talk about taking the fun out of life.
The reason why they didn't do that well, because Yandy Bond was the guy to sequelize it. The first one was by Simon West, and that's a great movie. Yandy Bond, by this point, he was a joke after the first Speed movie. You know, after that, he should have been on his way to doing more R-rated films, and instead he got relegated doing PG things. He did Twister, and that was all right. You know, I mean, there's Twisters coming out soon, isn't there? Which I'm kind of looking forward to, because I like myself a good tornado. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you were me, and if I were you, you should come back for the next video.